What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And as promised, Anissa, she won the poll last time, but I think let me just start off by saying, okay, as always, let me apologize a little bit. My bad. I should have definitely brought this video a little bit sooner, which I would have, but then I was kind of obsessed with making the intro animation. I was just trying to do the best I can on that. Adding a few more sequences. So I hope you all enjoyed it. But so my apologies. I'll definitely try to do better, but then I just have so little time. But let me not waste too much of your time and get into it. Anissa, as promised, from Invincible, she won the character poll last time against Omni-Man, Mark, and Conquest. I thought Omni-Man might have won that. Okay, I think I was kind of hoping that he does, because he has a ton of references, which would have definitely helped me out, or rather made the job easier. Because I'll be honest with y'all, I really struggled in sculpting this. You haven't seen the videos editing, it's pretty choppy, because I think I did the hair like 3 times because I wanted to use hair cards. I didn't want to use like particles and stuff because I'm really horrible with particles, but I'll definitely try to improve as I go along. Also, I just want to put this out there right now. If I can get enough likes, or rather comments, or rather views on this video, you'll definitely be seeing Omni-Man and Mark in the next I'll make the yeah, okay, I promise, if I can get enough views on this, or likes, or just engagement, Omni-Man and Mark will definitely be the next characters I make. Okay, not the next ones, but then they'll definitely be sequence. Maybe I'll have like two freebies, and then I'll bring in Mark, and then another 2 of different characters, and then I'll bring in Omni-Man. So by the end of this year, we'll definitely have them all, and I might even add Conquest to it. Or yeah, I just want to to get out of the way. But I hope I'm clear enough. So thank you so much for clicking on the video. Like, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and all that. I'll be bringing you more 3D character creation videos, and some general art things which I feel like people need to, or other things that I'm just picking up as I go along. And one thing I really want to talk about as an artist is not everything is gonna come easy. Maybe that's not the right phrase to use. I don't have a script. I'm just trying to say what I'm feeling, really. Okay, not everything is gonna be perfect piece of art. Things are gonna you're gonna mess up a little bit. You're gonna have to learn how to work with mistakes. I think maybe that's one of the things that maybe digital artists taking away from the craft. Okay, I'm saying that okay, I'm 26 years old. I just turned 26 in January, so I'm not saying this like some super old head, you feel me? I'm just saying this maybe, I don't know if I'm still considered young, I don't know. But I'm just putting out there I think maybe that's one of the things that digital art has taken away, is that freedom to make mistakes and be like, okay, how can I work around this mistake? Because there's only so many times you can use an eraser before it ruins the artwork, you feel me? So I do digital art myself, but I'm also trying to do a little bit of traditional, because I love drawing on a tablet, but then nothing beats that feel of pencil to paper, if I'm being honest. That's just my personal opinion. But then don't be afraid to to make mistakes and be like, okay, how can I work my way around this? Okay, how can I clear this up to just improve it, you feel me? I know it sounds a little bit contradictory, but then in the case of maybe let me use an example of Anissa over here. I didn't get the face right, it took me a couple of tries, because I was just trying to experiment, because I wanted to capture the essence of okay, she's bad, she's a warrior, she's all that. So I was really struggling, because she hasn't really, I don't think she made an appearance in the show, and her references were very hard to. I basically had 2 references I used, two major ones. I tried to find an actress whom I thought would kind of fit the bill, but then I don't know that many actresses by name. But maybe I should have asked for a poll, and maybe I could have maybe I could have found reference over there. But yeah, so I guess in the case of don't be afraid to make mistakes. Make the mistake. Yes, that's the best I can put it. Make the mistake and be like, okay, how best can I fix this mistake? You feel me? In the case of digital art, it's pretty easy. You just press and press undo. But then sometimes it's not that easy, because you be like, okay, I've made the mistake. Maybe she looks a little too carefree. How do I make her look more aggressive? How do I make her look more powerful in the sense, you feel me? How do I capture that essence of the character? So don't be afraid to be like, okay, let me try again. Don't be afraid to try again as an artist. That's the best way I can put it. Try again until you get the outcome of it. But then, like my dad always says, too much of everything is bad. Don't obsess over it so much that that's all you're doing, which is kind of like another mistake I made during this video. I was so obsessed with it. Okay, I have to make this perfect, I have to make that perfect. But then truth be told is nothing will ever be perfect, you feel me? Just do the best you can. And then another important thing to do as artists, which I feel like is very important, is when to let go. You've done all you can, you know, okay, now this is the best I could do. Let it go. It's time to let it go and, like, you know, on to the next thing, you feel me? Which is something I definitely have to do with this video, because if I'm being honest, I finished recording it a while back, but then the intro animation just had me like, okay, I think I can do better. I think I can make this a little bit better, you know, with the weird sound effects I used. But then trying out the camera angles, the camera movements, it was the first time for me. So yeah, like I was kind of like, you know, neck deep. I don't know if that's a phrase I can use, but I was in a lot of tutorials, like, you know, cameras in Blender, stuff like that, this and that. So yeah, guys, I think that's what I really want to tell y'all. Like, you know, if you're not satisfied, go again, try again. But then in the pursuit of that perfection, in air quotes, perfection, know when to let go, know when to be like, okay, I think I've done enough, this is the best I could do, let me move on to the next thing. And believe you me, Zika Azori, I'm like, it's gonna be that you've learned a little something which you can carry on to the next project, and that little experience that you had with the previous project is gonna make the next one easier. The next one is gonna come with its own challenges, you feel me? Like I said, my biggest challenge in this one was working with not a lot of references. I was like, okay, I'm not getting, let me just try again. So I think you can actually see that in the video, because, you know, the face starts one way and then it just kind of evolves as it goes. You won't always nail it, and just because you've been doing something for like a long time, there'll come a time where it will still feel a little bit complicated despite you doing it every day, you feel me? So don't be like, no, you know, I'm moving backwards. No, that's not the case. That's just art, you feel me? It's not like it's always going to be like a phew, you know, the graph doesn't just always go upwards. It's up, down a little bit, despite having a certain experience or doing something for like a time. Some days it'll feel easier, other days it'll feel like, okay, is this really me, you feel me? So don't be discouraged, just keep trying. But in the pursuit of that, like, you know, but in the case of keep trying, you know, when you're moving down the lane of keep trying, don't become so obsessed with the work that, you know, it keeps you from doing other projects. Once you learn a little something, leave it. Be like, okay, that's the best I can do, let me leave it here. Know when to, otherwise you'll never stop, you know. Just know it, okay, let me stop right here, on to the next thing. What did I learn? How can I make this easier? And that's the best way I can put it. I don't know how else I can say it. And just, you know, keep practicing. Don't be discouraged, just keep practicing. If you're an artist, you know, be you digital, be you traditional, at the end of the day, we're all artists, and we can always learn from each other. That's another thing I want to add, that, you know, as an artist, don't try to limit yourself, you know, just because you're like, okay, I'm a 3D artist, so let me just watch 3D creatives. No, watch everybody, you know. Watch the traditional artists, watch the watercolor painters, you know, there's something you can always pick up. And never be like, you know, this, I don't know what term I can use. Don't put yourself in a box. Learn from everybody. Like I said, I'm trying to learn 3D animation and 2D animation, but in the process, while I was learning 3D animation at first, I was watching 2D animators as well. In the process of watching 2D animators, I got interested in, like, okay, let me also learn a little bit of 2D animation. Like, let me see if I can do it. What can I learn? And when you're learning, sometimes it doesn't always feel like you're picking it up, until next thing you know, you're like, oh, I actually understood that. And then next thing you know, you're just applying it. So give yourself time. Don't be so hard on yourself. You know, if you feel like something is not up to the standard you want it to be, try again, refine it until you get to it. Because it's not like you always get it in one brush stroke or in one go. There'll always be, like, you know, bumps, ups and downs. So just, you know, but then again, take caution, because you don't want to become so obsessed with it that, you know, it becomes all you're doing. Nah, learn when to say no. Okay, I've done the most I can, otherwise you'll never finish, you feel me? So just don't get too attached to your work sometimes, which is something I'm also learning how to do little by little. But I feel like maybe that's something I should share. So let me not take too much of your time. I think I've rambled up enough. It's been like 10 minutes now. Otherwise, I might keep going, which is strange. I don't really like to talk, but then in this case, I don't know. But I hope I'm clear enough. I hope I'm audible enough. If you want to see some characters, let me know down in the comments. And like I said, let me just repeat, if anybody's still listening, if I can get enough views and likes and this, shares, engagement on this video, you'll definitely be seeing Omni-Man in the mark, and maybe an extra invisible character. Basically what I did with the Baki characters. We have Baki, we have Yujiro, we have Oliver, and we have Jack Hanma recently. Will I add more? I don't know. I think I've done my best on the Baki characters, and I have my own little take on them because I'm a different artist from the original who made them. So they look a little different, but I do try to capture the essence. Somebody requested Saitama. He'll definitely be there, my G. If you're listening, if you made it this far, Saitama will definitely be on this before the year ends. So but if I can manage to finish my internship and maybe find something a little more stable I can do while I'm at home, maybe if my gum rolls and stuff like that take off, and I can I can definitely have more time to make more characters and make more content, because I also want to start another channel where I just post 3D animations, my own little animations, where because I also have an interest in theater, so I'll definitely have my own animations where I voice act with some of my friends. So yeah guys, I can't do it by myself. I appreciate the support. Much love. Thank y'all for making this far into the video. If you've made it this far, enjoy the rest. I'm a quit yapping right now, and again I hope I'm audible enough, but thank y'all. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments. I'll do my best to reply to everybody, and yeah, much love. Have a good day.